Hello fellow Lifebookers and Mind Valley enthusiasts. This video is all about how I have integrated my Lifebook into this digital tool called Notion. Now a lot of you are probably familiar with Notion by now. It's a very powerful and flexible tool that a lot of people are starting to use these days. But for those of you that don't know about Notion, it's this all-in-one workspace that you can use for pretty much everything. You can create databases, write your notes, you can do checklists. It's basically a bunch of software tools that you can use to design, build anything you want. All right, so in this video, the purpose is to give you a walkthrough of the Lifebook Notion template. So let's do that. All right, let's dive in. When you bought the template, you landed on this page. I encourage you to bookmark this page so that you can come back to it at a later time. You'll have access to the video, and also there's going to be some changes to the template in the coming weeks and months, and so you want to be able to see what those changes are and access that latest template. All right, so from this page, you want to click on Player OS, and this sends you to the template. Now this is the main page. I'm going to open the sidebar. And first thing you'll notice is my sidebar has a bunch of pages that have been favorited. And that's really helpful to navigate the workspace. And so one of the first things I want you to do is to create this sidebar for yourself. Because when you start, you're not going to have anything on that sidebar. So follow what it says here. Start with Player OS, Life Vision, Life Areas, Life Journey, and so on. All right. And so by the way, if you're curious on how to do that, you simply go to a page. Let's say I want to favorite health and fitness. Then I'm going to favorite that, and that lands on my sidebar, and I can rearrange it wherever I want. Okay. I'm going to unfavorite health and fitness. But go ahead and do that for the other ones. So Player OS is this page, so you would favorite it here. Life Vision over here. Life Areas is this database over here, so you would make that bigger and then favorite it from here. Going back, Life Journey, same here, same thing. This is the database. You want to expand it, make it full page, and you want to favorite it. Lifebook Online, that is a course which lives in the library database. So if I click on library, you'll see this gives me a database of the different courses, books, documentaries that I have consumed over time. And the one that you're currently doing probably is called Lifebook. So you would open that page and again favorite that page. These lines here are located in resources, and again resources is going to be inside, so from Player OS it's going to be on the master list. We have areas of the Lifebook, and at the bottom here you have resources. If you open resources, there's a bunch of resources here, including the main databases and spacers. So open spacers, you would click on one of them, favorite that. And then if you want more than one, then you would go to another one and then favorite that one as well. Okay? And so that is going to help you to create your sidebar just like you see here. And I think it's important for you to do that. Okay, all right. So this is the Player OS. This is the main page. And this page is broken down into two main sections. There's the life journey and the life puzzle. Now these are two mental models, ways that I like to approach my life that have really helped me out to make sense of this human experience that I'm on. Life journey, again, this is simply a visual of the adventure of life that we have all embarked on. And this is a database that represents this, this journey or this adventure that we're on. And over here, the life puzzle is simply a framework that's a way to think about how to build your life. And it's represented in this diagram over here. We have the horizontal development, which is the circle, the top circle here of this cone. And you have vertical development, which is going down the levels, going down the cone over here. And in the horizontal development, so visually this looks kind of like this. And this database represents this visual over here. As for vertical development, so this represents the levels, and you have more information on these levels. You'll notice that these levels are based on the 4 levels of consciousness that Vishen Lakhiani talks about at Mind Valley. So again, for more information, just go inside each of these levels. And this essentially is a way to kind of measure your progression of your evolution during this lifetime. Okay, I could talk about this for a long time. This is simply an overview. So here we go. Let's go into one of the life areas. Let's go into health and fitness, for example. Here we go. You can expand, make it full screen by simply clicking on this icon over here. And in here you have, so premise, vision, purpose, just like like it says on the Lifebook program. You have notes taken from the Lifebook, from the program. Strategy section. I added habits over here. Now I haven't included a habit tracker in this template, simply because although there are decent habit trackers in Notion, I still use a spreadsheet to manage my habits. I've been using a spreadsheet for many years, and I still find it more effective at tracking my habits. So although you can, if you want, create a habit tracker in Notion, and there are various templates out there for free that you can get. But another very good option, which I think is even a better option, is to use a spreadsheet like the one that's shared in the program. And you'll notice here there's a section on triggers. These are simply sort of repeating behaviors or ways that you respond to events in your life. So you've probably seen this before. It follows the formula. If this happens, then I'm going to do this. Or when this happens, then I'm going to do that. And I give you some examples here. If you catch a cold, this is what you could do, for example. So it's good to think about these types of things, these triggers ahead of time, so when they come up, you've already sort of conditioned yourself or programmed yourself to respond in a particular way. In the resources, here we have affirmations and some quotes here. So this is the basic layout structure of a life area page. And it follows basically the same structure for the other areas, except life vision, which is a little different. And again, you can explore that on your own. All right, the next part I want to talk about is the skills and topics. Again, always thinking about life journey. You're on this adventure called life, and during this adventure, you are learning lots of different skills and learning different topics. And so this database over here attempts to capture all of that. Right? So subjects that you're learning, professional skills, tools that you're using, recreational skills, and these are just some examples to get you started. Feel free to delete them and add your own, obviously. If you're familiar as well with Notion database, you know that you have access to templates. Over here, you can create templates. So I've added just a template for you for a skill or a subject. So feel free, when you create a new, let's say, public speaking. right? You just plug in the template, boom, and that gives you a good starting point for developing the skill that you want to develop. Okay, let's go ahead and delete that. So that's skills and topics, and the next one is library, right? So along our life journey, we're developing skills and learning lots of different topics, subjects, and in order to do that, we are consuming information in the form of courses, books, documentaries, articles, and so this is a way to capture all of that. So the program that you're probably currently taking right now, which is Lifebook Online, is for example an online course, and so you would go into here. You can create. This is just a template, just to get you started. Basically, to manage your learnings in this course. And same thing, you have templates here for each of the different types of media. Okay, so we talked about skills and topics, library. There's also a people database. Again, throughout your journey, you are meeting and encountering lots of different peoples, and this is a way to manage your contacts. Now, a lot of you are still, I'm sure, managing your contacts through Google Contacts or Apple Contacts or a different way. So this doesn't necessarily replace that. This is an add-on that you can use if you want. Lastly is resources, and this is a page where I've just consolidated some information, databases, some dashboards, and just a miscellaneous section over here. You'll notice there's a life score page. So this is a page where you can add your various assessments. Here I've added Lifebook assessment. You can click on this link to access the assessment. And you can add your scores over here. Insert the dates, add a link to your reports, add the different scores, and you can compare them over time. Now, a note on that is you'll notice that in the different areas, there's also a score. So let's say you got 100 out of 150 for the Lifebook assessment, then you would put it in here. Okay? And if you go to all, then you see your different scores for, let's say this is 87, and then, let's say this is 150, and you would see all the different scores in this table, which is pretty neat. Okay, all right, this is a quick overview of this template. I hope that you found it helpful, and I really encourage you to use it to really design and achieve your best life. That's what it's all about. It may take a bit of time to understand the templates and to use it really well. Really stick with it. It was challenging for me at first as well when I first learned Notion, and I designed my setup. But once I got the hang of it and I started to use it more and more, and I mastered Notion, then it became enjoyable, and I just felt so much more powerful in my life. And I felt like a more powerful creator. So I wish the same for you. All the best on your journey, and bye for now. Thank you.